We're back at Norton Creek after a rain event last night, and there's rain in the forecast for tomorrow and the following day and a couple other days during the week. So we're just sort of slipping out here, not expecting much, but I'm going to practice the plastic craw and then maybe a worm, Wacky Rigged worm. I don't know, really just practicing. I'm thinking of working my way that way down the creek. There's a beaver dam, or there was about a month ago, and I really haven't fished too far down. I fished down maybe another 100 feet that way, and then I fished about 50 feet up that way, and I know that there's a pond. If you can see those houses right there, just to the left of those houses is a very large pond that I know other fishermen use for bass and whatnot, but I'm most comfortable with this creek, so this is good enough for me, and let's get rigged up. I forgot to mention, I've done a switcheroo. The Ugly Stick GX2 that I bought a couple of weeks ago came with a Shakespeare reel that is actually smaller than this one. So I put it on the Dock Demon Deluxe because it's a smaller rod, and I'm using the nicer Abu Garcia SilverMax 10 on this one. So I've never cast with it. It should be cleaner, nicer, easier, but who knows. First cast. Casting real nice. All right, let's move up the creek. Part of the trouble with fishing Norton Creek is you got this high grass during the summer. A farmer mows this part, but you still got another 6 to 10 feet, and you have no idea if there's an ability to fish there. So you got to sort of tromp through there. During the fall and the spring, you can actually see the bank, but I have no idea if it's even fishable over there. So you just got to kind of dive in and see. All right, let's keep moving. Now see, like right here, I can't get through. Whoa! There's a hollow down there. It's one of the problems with these high grasses. That's about as close as I can get. Yeah, let's try it anyway. Oh, something hit it. I saw him come up for it. All right, let's keep moving. So there's a log that crosses the creek here, and there'd be an easier attempt on the other side to get to the creek edge. It's not as high grass. So I think I'm gonna cross the creek here and then work back down. Water is a little high. We did have the rain, like I mentioned. So here's a good view. That's the creek up towards the pond, and that's the creek down where I fish. So normally, this isn't a bad spot right here actually. A lot of open water. It looks deep. Let's give it a try. Oh, there was something. Wow. All right, so let's work our way back down and I'll fish the other side of the creek. As you can see, this side of the creek bank is much lower than in the grass anyway, than that side, which I'm usually fishing on that side because it's the nearest to my house. So you can see from here, I'm usually fishing from that point that's sticking out right there and casting down the creek that way. I'm usually fishing there or right there. Gives me the best spot to catch this area. Now, if you look up and down the creek here, this is sort of a natural ponding area. So I don't know if that's helping the fish or what. It seems to anyway. All right, let's keep moving. We'll go down to that first tree there, and if that doesn't work, we'll work the worms backwards. All right, so we've given up on the craw after basically no action for the last hour up and down this creek, maybe 200 yards and back. So let's work back the other way. And I've never done a wacky worm. I'm using a small wacky worm. Basically, that's a yum dinger, wacky rigged. I've never done it before. So if I catch nothing, it's good practice. So cast under that tree. Let's move on. So we're back to where we crossed, having gotten basically no nibbles on either the Craw Chunk or the Wacky Rigged Yum Dinger. So let's head back to my little honey hole and switch up the tackle and see if we can get at least one fish before we go home a zero. One more cast. So we switched up to a Gulp Alive minnow, under float, tried and true, trying to get at least something out of the creek before I go home. I don't like going home a zero. Wow, no nibbles at all. So let's put a little bit more enticement on there, put a crappie nibble, and that's all I got. I don't know what else to do. Looking right into the face of a zero. Boy, that's painful. And that's all it took was a crappie nibble. Another catfish. Thank you, crappie nibbles.